Uncle Mike was so hungry he was about to pass out, but he couldn't find a single restaurant he could walk into. The ramen shop had a long line late at night. Someone beat him to the crab place, and he was shivering all over from the cold. Just when he was about to give up, a small izakaya called Dakusho Sanjuro had its lights on. After hesitating, Uncle Mike, who doesn't drink, had no choice but to pick this place. He pushed open the door and was surprised by how quiet and cozy it was inside. The owner was gentle and easygoing, and didn't mind at all when he said he wasn't ordering alcohol. Uncle Mike breathed a sigh of relief and opened the menu, his eyes lighting up instantly as long as they had rice. He was all set. The corn tea came first. Steaming hot, he cupped the glass in his hands, warmth spreading from his palms through his entire body, chasing away the chill in his stomach. He let out a satisfied sigh and flipped through the menu again, adding an order of grilled flying fish. The dishes started arriving one by one. The grilled chicken was golden and glistening, the skin crisp to perfection. When he picked it up with his chopsticks, the juices oozed out along the grain of the meat, soaked in the secret sauce. One bite and it was crispy on the outside, tender on the inside, bursting with savory flavor. Uncle Mike squinted his eyes, a blissful expression spreading across his face. The mushroom soup was thick as cream, with layers upon layers of aroma from 7 different mushrooms. It went down smooth, and the umami exploded on his tongue. He kept going spoonful after spoonful, completely unable to stop. The pickled vegetables were crisp and refreshing, perfectly seasoned. Every time he ate a bite of the rich meat, he'd grab some pickles to cut through the grease. The rhythm was perfect. The grilled flying fish had a lightly charred exterior and firm, chewy flesh, paired with the minced ginger. The flavor came alive completely. Uncle Mike tore off a piece of fish, had it with a bite of rice, and nodded with satisfaction. The thick omelet was cut into chunky squares, lightly browned on the outside, silky smooth on the inside. Following the owner's suggestion, he dipped it in a little wasabi, and the sweetness burst forward, immediately salty and sweet mingling together in unexpected harmony. Before he knew it, the soup was gone and the rice was finished. Uncle Mike felt about 70% full, so he ordered another bowl of rice. The owner suggested turning it into soup-soaked rice, and he nodded in agreement. The soaked rice came out with each grain plump and glistening. Having absorbed all the sauce, he scooped up a spoonful and put it in his mouth. The sauce, the rice, and the broth all mixed together. He ate slowly, not wanting it to end. If he hadn't been freezing and starving, how would he have stumbled upon this hidden gem? Uncle Mike quietly decided that from now on, he couldn't let not drinking keep him from great restaurants. He paid and walked out, warm in both body and spirit. He wanted to call an old friend to brag, then reached into his pocket. He'd left his phone at the hotel, enjoying great food alone, focused and satisfied, but with no one to share it with. If a random place he picked turned out this good, what other surprises would the rest of his business trip bring? Uncle Mike had just agreed to help the kindergarten select toys from different countries, when he heard the kids say they were having lasagna and immediately got so hungry he had to run off.
Wow, he's tall.
The little kids surrounded Uncle Mike. Uncle's 6'2" height was rare in Japan. Uncle came to this international kindergarten in Minamiazabu today for work. The principal wanted Uncle to find characteristic toys from different countries, to give as birthday presents each month to children of different nationalities. Uncle accepted the job. The principal went to get the children's information handbook. The kids crowded around asking what was for lunch.
We are going to have lasagna today, so wait till lunchtime, okay? Yay!
The moment he heard about food, Uncle instantly got hungry.
I'm hungry too.
Uncle had to eat right away. The principal brought the handbook. Uncle quickly finished discussing work and ran off. Uncle found a Mexican restaurant. He ordered soaps, chicken soup, zucchini pudding, and cheese sausage. The soaps arrived. Corn tortillas filled with ground meat and bean paste, colorful and vibrant. Uncle took a bite. Layers of flavors hitting his taste buds. A sip of lemon water. The refreshing taste made Uncle blissful. The server recommended their house hot sauce. Uncle drizzled on the hot sauce, and the soaps became sweet and spicy.
割と平気。というかむしろナイスアクセント。
The chicken soup was brilliantly colored. Uncle took a spoonful. The rich sweetness went straight to his heart. Hidden in the soup were shredded chicken, avocado, and tomato. Too hot but couldn't stop eating. The zucchini pudding bubbled with heat. Uncle put a spoonful in his mouth. Burning hot yet soft and subtly sweet. The egg custard and zucchini strands melted instantly. Sweetness traveled from mouth and nose straight to his stomach.
うほほ。何これ。超のつくふわとろ。うまいなあ。
The cheese sausage arrived. Creamy white cheese wrapped around reddish-brown sausage. Uncle tore off some tortilla to eat with it. Slightly salty and spicy. With good chew. Drizzled with hot sauce. Stuffed in one bite. His mouth filled with meat flavor. Tortilla aroma. And cheese richness.
ハバネロ追加でメキシカン感メッキメキ。おー、これは癖になるな。
Every bite was a passionate embrace. Uncle devoured the entire plate in a few bites. Uncle wasn't satisfied yet. He ordered chicken leg with pumpkin seed sauce and rice. Pale green sauce covered the chicken. Uncle cut off a piece and put it in his mouth. Fresh and silky smooth. Tender and flavorful. Sweet flavors rushed straight to his brain.
脳がこの味をどの棚に入れたらいいか困ってる。困るけど美味しい。
Uncle focused on picking out the bones. He swept up every bit of chicken and rice, drank the soup to chase away the cloying sweetness, added some hot sauce, continued the battle, until the completion of Operation Clean Slate, finally took a sip of water and left completely satisfied. Uncle Mike's been in the hospital for 3 days. 3 days ago he came to see a doctor for severe lower back pain. He even got x-rays taken. The doctor said,
少し骨がずれてますね。痛むでしょう。はい。前に何かされましたか?
Uncle Mike recalls falling during yoga practice at a friend's studio 3 weeks ago. He didn't pay attention to it at the time. The pain has gotten worse these past few days, so he had to be hospitalized for treatment. During his stay, nurses give him bland hospital meals every day. Today's meal includes braised fish, boiled radish, pickles, potato soup, and white rice. Though healthy, Uncle finds it tasteless. The only thing he can eat is the tofu strips, which have a bit of saltiness and good texture.
胃は元気なだけに3日目ともなると舌がダダをこね始めている。
After the meal, the doctor comes for rounds. He tells him he's recovering well and can be discharged tomorrow. Before leaving, the doctor suddenly asks Uncle if dumplings dipped in vinegar and pepper smell really good. This comment nearly keeps Uncle Mike awake all night.
頭の中が餃子でいっぱいになっちゃったじゃないか。ああ、餃子食いてー。
The next day Uncle is successfully discharged. He originally wanted to go to a temple to pray for more likes for me, but after just a few steps, his stomach starts growling.
腹が減りました。
Uncle hurriedly looks for a restaurant while holding his back. He sees a shop with a sign reading authentic dumplings. Uncle walks right in. As soon as he sits down, he quickly orders pan-fried dumplings. Uncle orders the same meal as other customers out of habit. While waiting for his food, the aroma from the kitchen makes Uncle very excited. The pan-fried dumplings arrive first. He can't wait to dip them in vinegar, pepper, and chili oil. The first bite is sour, spicy, salty, and fragrant. Crispy on the outside and soft inside. Absolutely delicious. Uncle feels grateful in his heart.
先生、ありがとう。
Next, the scallop rice bowl arrives. The rice is topped with scallops and green onions. The sauce is rich, making him want to take photos. 1 spoonful in his mouth. The green onions are fragrant and the scallops are tender. The sauce pairs perfectly with the sweet taste of the rice. For Uncle Mike, who's eaten hospital food for 3 straight days, this is like heaven. He mixes the rice thoroughly. The taste is mildly spicy and salty. The chicken liver here is very flavorful. Uncle eats happily, taking off his jacket. He eats big mouthfuls, occasionally sipping soup or eating dumplings to change the flavor, until everything is completely finished.
ごちそうさまでした。食後に薬飲まないと。
After filling his stomach, Uncle misses his warm bed at home the most. Eat well then sleep. This is the simplest happiness. Today our Uncle Mike is sitting on the grass, pondering the meaning of life. Suddenly his stomach lets out a hungry growl, but eating comes first after all. So Uncle Mike quickly gets up to find a restaurant, but there's not a single restaurant anywhere nearby. After walking forever he finally spots a cafe. No idea if they serve any decent food inside, but what choice does he have now? Uncle Mike is absolutely starving. Looks like he'll just have to take a chance, hoping to at least fill his belly. After entering, Uncle Mike grabs a random seat, then looks over the menu the owner brought. Turns out this place doesn't just serve lunch, they actually have oden too. Not only are the ingredients shipped in from Jinggang, even the broth is an 8-year-old Jinggang recipe, only added to daily, never replaced. Absolutely rich in tradition and incredibly delicious. Uncle Mike obviously has to give it a try, so he orders egg, daikon, hanpen, fish cake, and fried tofu first. While waiting he notices the next table has nice-looking flower tea, so he quickly adds a jasmine flower tea to his order. Craft tea, made from tea leaves and edible flowers. When brewed, the flowers bloom into different shapes in the water. After the flower opens, take a sip. It's both refreshing and warming, fragrant and soothing. Jinggang Oden, A dark mysterious dish that looks like coal, though it appears really dark. It's just made with special dark soy sauce. After cooking, it's sprinkled with seaweed and fish flakes. Still looks absolutely appetizing. Uncle Mike looks at the food on his table. First he picks up the hanpan and takes a bite. This patty made from flour and fish paste is soft, tender, and savory. Plus the seaweed adds extra umami. Super tasty and appetite whetting. Then he follows it up with a couple bites of rice and a sip of miso soup, absolutely divine. So Uncle Mike immediately turns his attention to the egg. One chopstick move, and he splits the braised egg right in half, popping it in his mouth. It's savory and rich. Uncle Mike's face lights up with foodie happiness. Then Uncle Mike raises his hand to call the owner. Another egg, another bowl of rice, and 2 beef tendon skewers please. The beef tendon skewers are gorgeously colored, soft and silky smooth. One bite and it practically melts in your mouth. It's hard to believe that beef tendon can become something this tender. Finally Uncle Mike won't even skip the pickled vegetables and starts shoveling down his rice. One bite of daikon, one bite of rice, one bite of rice, one sip of soup. Then he straight up pops a whole egg in his mouth, enjoying that satisfying feeling of a stuffed mouth. As he leaves, Uncle Mike looks back at this cafe, feeling like life really is full of surprises. Looking forward to Uncle Mike's next visit. Today our Uncle Mike really wanted some fried pork cutlet. He passed by Chinese restaurants without going in, walked past eel rice joints without eating, searched for quite a while, finally spotted a place called Miracle Diner. The menu out front had both fried tenderloin and fried loin. This was exactly the pork cutlet said Uncle Mike was craving. After entering and sitting down, looking at the menu in his hands, Uncle Mike stayed true to his original plan. He chose the fried pork cutlet and ordered the Miracle set with fried tenderloin. While waiting for his food, Uncle Mike browsed through all the sauces, preparing himself for the meal ahead. Before long, the Miracle set was ready and served. Looking at the impressively imposing fried tenderloin, Uncle Mike pulled out his secret weapon again, observing carefully and measuring precisely. Who knows if measuring it like this actually enhances the flavor. He drizzled tonkatsu sauce on the biggest piece in the middle, spread on some yellow mustard, picked it up and examined the golden brown exterior and the pink center of the fried pork cutlet. Uncle Mike couldn't help but swallow his saliva. He took a bite. It was absolutely delicious as expected. The outer breading was crispy, the inner loin was tender, a perfect combination of the two. Crispy outside, tender inside, fresh and juicy, truly worthy of being a premium pork cutlet restaurant. Uncle Mike couldn't wait to eat the next piece, but this time he switched the seasoning to salt. Not only could he better taste the texture of the tenderloin, but also add a bit more saltiness. He sipped some mushroom miso soup to refresh his palate. Uncle Mike then switched to a combo of sesame sauce and tonkatsu sauce, starting to explore more flavor combinations. It was so good that Uncle Mike simply couldn't stop. Right then, a new customer sat down next to him and ordered the Miracle set with half fried and half pan-fried pork cutlet. This gave Uncle Mike some inspiration. He quickly asked the owner and added a 100-gram pan-fried pork cutlet. Soon the pan-fried pork cutlet arrived at the table. The portion was definitely more than 100 grams, at least between 150 to 200 grams. First he tried it with pan-fried pork sauce. Sure enough, without the breading it had less crunch, but the meat flavor was enhanced with more savory notes. Then he tried the owner's recommended onion sauce. It was indeed excellent. Onions and pan-fried meat have always been a delicious pairing. Soy sauce and mustard was equally classic. No matter how much there was, he could finish it all. He polished off the pork cutlet rice bowl in just a few bites, wiped his mouth, took a sip of water, stood at the entrance. Uncle Mike patted his stuffed belly and left with complete satisfaction, looking forward to Uncle Mike's next visit.